The Mercury Show.
Hello and welcome to the Mercury Show. I am Calvin, I think. State of Mercury. Welcome. And I've got a long list of things to talk about today. Huge list that we made up here. We're getting drunk because it's my birthday. I am old as fuck. I am X years old right now, and I am feeling it. I'm getting really just up there in age. Look at me. Like they said, I look 16 and 38 at the same time.
Gray hair?
That is a gray hair. Oh my. Somebody called me balding the other day. I almost cried. I'm not even kidding. Somebody called me fucking balding the other day. I nearly shit myself. So that was fun. Yeah. So I was on vacation at my mom's house, kind of for Mother's Day, I guess. I don't know, ish.
Kind of.
Not really. I don't know. I was there, and it's really far away, but I just want to tell you guys that if you think that farming is cute and fun and shit like that, it's not. It's a fucking hellhole, and it's a land of death and despair. And like,
yeah, like there's a lot of life, but there's also a lot of death as well.
Yeah, like I probably saw like 50 alive things and 20 dead things this weekend. Like it was pretty bad. Like, the good news is that, how many? Oh my God. Yeah. We are getting fucked up for my birthday. Like I kind of went there for my birthday, kind of went there for Mother's Day. It all kind of happens in the same time. But really sad story when you go there and you're like, man, I'm here to celebrate. And fucking rabbits are dying and fucking chickens' eyes are falling out and shit like that. Farms are fucked. Like we're walking through, we're going for a walk. We take the dogs for a walk through the fucking field. And my mom's a great woman. No, not a violent bone in her body or nothing, right? But like the farm life turns you cold as fuck. We're walking along and we're like, oh man, the cows you can hear over the fucking from the distance, the cows are just mooing, like very, very dull moo sound. Like, oh, the cows are mooing, that's kind of cute. My mom's like, yeah, well, they're just mooing because they're being taken away from their calves are being taken away from the moms right now so that you can make veal, kill babies, and then and to get milk, I guess, they separate them. So, like, we just, you know what I mean? Like, we're all worried about the Americans separating kids from their fucking parents when the immigrants are coming in. And we're literally just separating, like, we're just murdering babies of all kinds everywhere across America and Canada right now. Like, it's that, fuck immigrants. The immigrants got nothing on this shit. There is death and despair like you never would believe on a farm. If you don't have a stomach for like blood or death and guts and all that shit, do not live on a farm. He's been out there for the last year almost.
Yeah, almost a year.
Almost a fucking year.
Yeah.
He is my brother. If I didn't say that already, but that's Zach. 4 minutes in here and I just introduced him. That's Zach. And
I came all the way here for your birthday. Fucking take me 4 minutes.
Yeah. Take that long. It's pretty bad. We ate some mushroom chocolate bar fucking things. My girlfriend's gonna be pissed because I think it was hers, but whatever. So they haven't kicked in yet, but we're getting drunk, and we thought we'd come on here and talk about the things we normally talk about, important topics that need to be discussed, like the death that's on farms. I don't know. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad out there. I don't think I could stomach it. I don't think I could hack that shit, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty rampant. The death and sadness, but
it's up there.
It's also pretty fulfilling doing.
Killing things is fulfilling. You heard it from the horse's mouth. It's, you know.
No, like the work on, the work on the farm.
It's an honest life.
Yeah.
So in an honest life, there's going to be death.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So that's fine and all, but like when you see how much there is, you're like, for fuck's sake, man. Like it's sad. Because, like, you think it's, like, a quick death. They're like, oh, they just shoot them and shit. No, like, their guts all get ripped out and they're all dying, like, slow, painful, awful deaths. Kind of, you know, but again, I know people die a lot of slow, painful deaths, but it's, like, hard to watch, like, defenseless creature that's, like, kind of cute, like, rot to death. You know what I mean? Like chickens are retarded. They fucking stand in minus 30 weather and just get frostbite on their claws and shit. They're just standing in trees. What the fuck is a chicken doing in a tree? Get the fuck out of there. Like, it's,
yeah. You have a perfectly insulated coop.
Yeah. They build a house for them. It's like when you build like cats and you make them a house. Like I had a cat at our old house before, and like I was like, oh, you like sleeping on comfy shit. So I will make you a bed with, like, it was a box with a fucking with a pillow in it, and I set it up, and the bitch literally just slept beside it. It's the same fucking thing. These chickens have no regard. They're ungrateful cunts.
Yeah. Like even like you'll make laying boxes for the chickens.
Yeah.
And they'll just lay them on the floor.
Yeah. There's like a back room that kind of is like a storage room at their house, and the, like, instead of using the coop where all the other normal fucking chickens are laying their eggs, there's one chicken and she's just got eggs in the back room. That's where she's like, your house, it's mine now. We built you a house, but this isn't good enough. Ungrateful.
I almost think that it just keeps her safe from getting raped.
Yeah,
which is another bad thing that happens at farms. A lot of rape, a lot of death.
A lot of rape on farms.
Yeah.
Like chickens and ducks, like all the hens will have back problems because they get fucked incessantly. Like, especially if you've got too many roosters around, they're just getting fucking boned all the time by fucking roosters. Like they'll lay an egg and then there's a fucking rooster with his fucking the beak just in the back of its neck and its claws grabbing at it. It's just fucking these hens. You know what I mean?
Like they'll be missing like entire layers of feathers and shit, like from getting raped.
Yeah, from the rape. From the fucking, so chicken rape is huge. I don't think cows have the capacity to like rape. I don't think they're too physically fucked up to rape each other, but I bet they would from what I've seen. Like rabbits eat their fucking babies. They push their babies out. And speaking of that, we rescued a rabbit. He found a rabbit. There's a little pink baby cocksucker. I wish I could find him for it. I bring him out for you, but he's sleeping right now. But he or she, he goes over to, like, they have some rats, fucking rabbits. They have some rabbits like in a pen thing or whatever. And these fucking postpartum bitches just kicked this fucking pinky out of the pack. They said, fuck you.
Yeah, that was some serious Andrea Yates shit.
Yeah, exactly. And it was clinging to life. It was freezing as fuck out there. It's still cold out where they are, like at night and shit. And this thing was cold as fuck. And it wasn't gonna make it, I don't think. But we drove. My girlfriend is, she's nuts. I love her, but it was like 10:30 at night, and she's like, well, this thing looks cold, it looks unfed, so like, what do we do? You know what I mean? And so we looked up 24-hour fucking vets and drove 45 minutes to the 24-hour vet and got kitty meal replacement and saved this little bitch. And he's doing well. He's moving around now. And so, with death, there is some life.
There is some life.
But like, if we weren't there to intervene, like, those rabbits were just like, fuck that little bitch. They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and to put it bluntly, we wouldn't have been going out to get that rabbit kitty meal replacement anytime soon. Like we basically would just try to put the rabbit pup back into where it was knocked out of and see if it would get rejected any further, which it was. When we took it back out,
it just sat in the corner. We put it back in. Zach put it back in there, and they just ran around it. And what'll happen is they'll either kick it out again, because at that point the heat. I guess I read this, that the heat, like, it makes the other rabbits know that it's around because rabbits are born deaf and blind. So it'll make the heat will just make all the baby rabbits go together.
Yeah.
So once it gets cold, they don't even know it's there. Even the parent rabbits don't even know it's there. Yeah, yeah. I looked that up today. So
they can't even they just
they just don't know it's fucking there. So like you can a lot of people think you can't handle a rabbit and then put it back. You can. It's just a lot of them are cold and shit. What is wrong with my hair?
Again, don't worry about it. It's totally fine.
But so they don't even recognize that it's there. So they didn't know it was there. So we went and got it out again. And my girlfriend was like near in tears. And even I was like, fuck, man, we got to save this rabbit. But like they all live on a farm. They're like, let it die. Fucking, you know what I mean? That thing's not even going to live till morning. But they didn't realize that we had Superwoman forcing me to fucking 24-hour vets at 10:30 at night. And so it's living, you know, we've been feeding it. We've given it that meal replacement with the fucking
little syringe.
The fucking syringe thing. Yeah. And bada boom, we got a rabbit. So I guess I have a fucking pet rabbit now, which is like awesome. We saved it, but it's not going to her house. It's going to my house because I'm a sucker. And no, I love it. It's a cute little thing, but hopefully it doesn't bite my fucking hands off because rabbits are generally kind of pieces of shit. So like, yeah, I mean, like they're not good pets to have normally.
Nicole was saying that you could potty train them.
Yeah, you can potty train rabbits. Apparently she's been watching these fucking TikTok fucking greasy cunts letting their rabbit run around their fucking house. I guess you could potty train them or like whatever, litter train them like a fucking dog or whatever. Cat, I guess, not a dog. Dogs are fucking stupid as shit. You can litter train them and yeah, no, you're good. And let them run around my apartment. But the part about that is I have to trial and error to see if he'll shit everywhere in my apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, there's gonna be
obstacles.
Messes.
Yeah, some messes are gonna be made. So I don't know if that's something I want.
At least it'll be fucking cute.
It does look cute. But
the rabbit's name is Trix.
The rabbit's name is Trix.
Nicole asked me to name it because I was the one that ended up actually spotting it, but I really didn't think it was going to make it through the first night. So.
Yeah, and it's what do they call that when it's not a unisex name? Is it a unisex name? What do they call it? Or it's like a transgender.
A transgender name.
It's a transgender name because it could be Trixie, the chick, or Trix.
Unisex. Actually, you were right the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, unisex.
Yeah. Well, we're not deciding his gender for him. We're going to let biology do that. But
bam.
Yeah, so we'll move on from. Oh no, I think the mushrooms are kicking in. Fuck yeah, because the screen just looked all fuzzy there. Did you see that?
Your fridge is fucking me up because it's got like this new handprints.
Yeah, we're in the kitchen, guys. So if you guys, if you guys missed the kitchen from my old videos when I first got here, we're back, and now everything's all fucked up. And
I didn't know your audience didn't know that.
Well, they knew.
They know the podcast is happening in the kitchen.
They do now.
Sorry,
but they knew I used to do the videos, like I did a couple of videos for my YouTube channel, like sitting with the camera facing that way so you can see my toaster in the background of shit, and people are like do covers in the fucking kitchen all the time, like cooking with Calvin and shit. So yeah, I don't know. It's farm life is fucked, man. But we got a baby rabbit out of it. That's basically sums up all of that, and hopefully I can keep talking for the rest of the episode because it's like fuck.
We got sunburnt, and we got the caterpillars.
There's these caterpillars, like you don't know where they come from. They're not on anything like naturally. You just are walking, and then they're on you. There's just 100 caterpillars all over you, and they bite you or they sting you with their fucking little hairs or something. And they're pieces of shit. They fall from the sky. It's literal cocksuckers just falling from the sky all over your fucking shirt, all over your arms, and you go back inside. So we're safe now at the very least.
Yeah, and I was surprised that we didn't actually bring any back with us.
I had a couple on my shirt.
Yeah.
But I killed them, so.
Actually, I changed this shirt right before I walked out of the house.
Yeah.
Right into the car, so I guess. That's why I missed them.
But the caterpillar's no good. What else happened this weekend? We shoveled a big hole of shit. That was cool.
Yeah. That was a lot of like shit mining because it had like it was like a cave.
Yeah, it's like this.
Go into.
I guess like 20 years ago or some shit like that. This guy that my parents bought the fucking property from had this like heap of manure and like grass grew over it, and like it's like has like structural integrity now. So like you shovel into it and like it literally like you can't break the top of it. Like you bang on it and the whole thing is like it's like a cave almost now. So that's fun to talk about on mushrooms. And there
was the giant tree. We moved a tree.
Yeah, we did move a tree, and that was kind of bullshit. He sawed the tree up into little pieces, and I dragged it because they got these cute dogs though. They got a poodle, they've got a Bernese mountain dog, and some other fucked up dog that's kind of like a wolf, but it's not a husky or nothing like that. What's it called?
Pyrenees.
Great
Pyrenees.
Yeah, Great Pyrenees. And this thing is just it literally, I don't know how it has a voice or like how it can even keep barking, because all night long it just barks into the fucking wind. Because don't get me wrong, these fucking insane people live out where there are wolves and cougars and fucking coyotes all over the place, bears and fucking Bigfoot. It's fucking crazy, man. The Bigfoot thing really especially scares me because we've seen a lot of those in the area. And no, really though, they're insane people. They're all nuts, but I love them. But they're all insane. But
that's fine. I know that.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
That's normal. Yeah.
But where was I? What were we talking about before that? Oh, the dogs. The dog just barks all fucking night long. Because there's probably coyotes and shit, but I mean, I was watching that fucker. We were having a fire, and he was looking at me just barking. So like, I don't know the validity. Like, I can't trust his bark. I don't think.
Yeah, she. I don't know. She'll like be just sitting there peacefully, and the ducks will just walk by. Like, and we have ducks at the farm.
And she's
like,
it's kind of used to them.
Yeah, like I mean, she knows that they're there, but she always chased them before, and like so, like sometimes she'll just like be not paying attention for a second, and then she'll turn around and just see a duck there, and then she's like, "Fucking attack it!"
Well, she kind of did her job the one night when we went to go get the kitty milk shit. I came back. She was like straight up vicious. Like I got out of the car, and even she didn't recognize that I was like friendly or whatever. And I got up to the cage, and I was like, I better not even stick my hand in there, because she was like gonna fucking get me, which is cool. I'm down, whatever, good job. But at the same time, I don't think you're very nice. It's like a very wild kind of dog. It's like,
no, she honestly like looks completely wild, and like she behaves like, I don't know, like most dogs that go into like an enclosed space will feel more like comfortable in that space, and like when you go in there with her, she is just like completely timid, like won't come near you, even if you're just going in there to feed her.
So she's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, no, but she's like a wild dog. She really is. But like that's why they say you shouldn't have them in like
inside
cities, and like having one of those in Toronto would be
residential. No way. Like you're supposed to have those on a farm. Like they're meant to like you send like, you know, like you have like sheep, whatever. She'll just run around in circles, barking around. Like they don't have that, but like if you did, she'd just run around in circles, barking around to keep the fucking wolves away from them, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And then they got these other fucking things. Like, so those are the dogs, I guess, right? Who did I mention? The poodle. The poodle's kind of all right. He kind of tackles you.
He's cute as hell.
Yeah, he's cute. He's pretty cute. But the cutest for me is the Bernese, Betty. She is, she's such a sweetheart. She hugs you. She like gets up on your lap and like pulls her legs up, and you're fucking hugging her. She like she thinks she's a lap dog, but it's really good. It's really nice. But
I think that if you don't know what a Bernese Mountain Dog is, you should look them up, and then you should immediately look up sun bear and see how they stand, like how they kind of like sit like back and up. Like that's what Betty does.
Yeah,
So that's what Betty does. Yeah.
And you know, she loves being friendly and giving hugs and kisses, and they're all really well behaved dogs, honestly. But the Pyrenees is she's a lot. You can't have her, like, if you had her in a house, she'd probably destroy your fucking house. Like, honestly, she'd probably tear your house apart. Like,
100%. And it's actually funny because when they first got her, they basically put her inside and she was okay being in there, but like you really had to get to force her to go inside, and now she will not, like, absolutely 100% puts the brakes on.
Yeah, she's scared of inside. Like,
all.
they're meant to be wild and outside. Like, they're not supposed to be. Like, if you put them inside, you're doing, like, you're like abusing the animal at that point, because they're so fucking, like, wild on the inside. They're untamed, you know? Like,
yeah, and that's why, like, when I see people that are like, yo, don't leave your dog outside, I'm like, depends on the fucking breed.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like 100%.
Like, this dog does not want to be inside.
No.
So you're not being a fucking asshole by leaving it out there. You give it a house to sleep in. You give it food and water every day. It's a good dog. They love the dog, but it's a pain in the fucking ass. You can barely walk it because it wants to go literally, like, just fuck around with shit. Like,
yeah, putting a leash on her was a really hard time.
she jumps around and shit.
Yeah, she does like the whole bucking, like as if she's a fucking horse trying to get out of the leash, like just desperately trying to get out of the leash. She hates it so fucking much. Puts the brakes on, but she was definitely. Like, I was the first one that started trying to actually take her out, spend the time to, 10 minutes to take her out or whatever.
Yeah, they were like, this dog's fucked.
Yeah, and then I finally, and honestly, understandably, they thought that the dog was totally fucked because trying to put a leash on her was not a good time. I did it the first time, and it took me like 15 minutes to get her out of the fucking cage. Like, that's it.
I've heard they're considering, like,
the kennel, the enclosure, or whatever you want to call it.
They're considering the harness now, I think they said.
Yeah, the harness
might
will
be better
definitely
around the body instead of just, like, I don't know, maybe she feels fucked with it.
And also the Great Pyrenees just have a lot of fur. Like, they have so much, like, around their neck.
Yeah, she's like a furry, like, it's a weird, it's like almost like a mane, but it's like not at the same time. It's just a lot of, it's just
she's a beautiful dog, and she really is friendly with people, but it's just like, if you let her out, she will not come back to you. You have no control over her, just like totally wild. Yeah,
so I mean, that was cool. They're great dogs, and we love the dogs at the very least. But so we got the bunny, we got the dog, we did the fucking shit. We got some sunburn.
Sunburns.
What the fuck did we do? Yeah, the sunburn was bad. I slept all fucking day. I slept all day. I can't look at me. I'm a pasty piece of shit. I sit inside making stupid YouTube videos all day long. I go out there for one fucking day, get sun, and I'm dead. I died. Okay, so we were on mushrooms this one night. Now, Zach wasn't on mushrooms, right? Okay, so it's my girlfriend, Zach, and I sitting around a fucking fire. And, like, this was interesting. Seriously, this was fucking interesting.
It got me going.
And I'm still a little skeptical because he explained it, but, like, I know some shit about astronomy, but it was still kind of fucking a little sketchy because the way. Okay, so anyways, we're sitting at the fire and we're just shooting the shit about space and all that shit because where that is, there's no light pollution. You're out in the middle of nowhere. It's it's a great place to stargaze. You can see everything, planets and fucking whatever, constellation, whatever the fuck you want to look at in the sky. You can see it. You can see the satellite and the International Space Station passing over. Like, it's a light.
Starlink.
Yeah, you saw the fucking Elon fucking Musk shit going over, so that's really cool. But so we're sitting there shooting the shit, and I'm like, first I see a fucking crazy shooting star. And mind you, I did some shrooms, so like it probably was a little exaggerated. Like I saw some colors on it, but like I wasn't seeing colors from the shrooms I did.
But I was not on shrooms.
Yeah, so he wasn't on shrooms. So
the story that's coming, I agree with. Yeah,
but he saw a couple shooting stars, and we're like, okay, fuck, I can't believe either of us didn't see the fucking thing. Nicole didn't see any of the shooting stars because she was staring at the fire, fucked on shrooms.
I was drunk. I didn't want anybody. Like, I was like, I feel like if I just tell them that I just saw 2 shooting stars, that they'd be like, oh well, he was just fucking drunk.
Yeah. But I watch a lot of space shit, so I know that we passed through the Taurid meteor stream. And I'm like, fucking Graham Hancock, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there and like I shit you not, I look over and like I leap out of my fucking chair. Like my ass came up before my feet left the ground. Yeah. I jumped out of my chair. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And there's this like white stream of shit. And like at first I'm like, is that a fucking meteor? But then like the stream of the meteor looked like it was moving sideways like this. So you can see like the line, but the whole line was moving. Yeah. And it looked like a fucking UFO. And I'm not even really a believer of UFOs, really. Like, I believe that there's life and shit, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that they have are able to get here and visit us. It just seems impossible at this point. But I mean, I'm open to suggestion, but I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, like possible, but I don't think necessarily that they're coming here and looking at us.
Yeah, they're not doing experiments and shit. Like Betty and Barney Hill can fuck themselves. It's all made up shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking way. But someone might prove me wrong. I'm not saying, that's why I'm open to suggestion. But I don't think they're here. But there's definitely some life somewhere. But anyways, this fucking thing's moving. I jump. I'm like, look at that. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm not even yelling it's a UFO. I'm just like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah. And he's trying to get his phone out. Take
I'm like
the fucking
falling.
Video.
Yeah. My girlfriend's on shrooms and she's like, Zach, come closer. You can see it from here, but you're not actually any closer because we're on the ground. It's like fucking in space, obviously. She's like, come closer. You can see it from here. Yeah. It was silly.
I'm like, I can definitely see it. But and for me, I actually genuinely had a moment where I was like, okay, what I'm looking at is definitely a UFO, because it looked like a flying saucer, like what you would typically imagine as a flying saucer with like the beam of lights going across it.
Yeah,
and it looked like
it was going sideways. Like the line itself was like, say you got the line like this, it wasn't going down. Yeah, it was going across like that. Yeah, optical illusion maybe. I don't know.
It was trippy.
It was a real trip, but like we figure it's probably a meteor, whatever, or an asteroid of some sort.
Eventually, the whole tail became shorter and shorter and shorter.
It did, but I thought it was just disappearing behind the tree or clouds or something. I don't really know. I'm going to guess it was probably something explainable.
Yeah. But it did look, honestly, it had me going.
For all of probably 2 minutes.
All of us were out of our seats.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I fucking leapt. I was like, what the fuck is that?
He was the first one. He jumped up like as if he was a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah,
with one of those shitty old cameras.
I'm like, the aliens are here.
It was
Hillary Clinton's an interdimensional child molester vampire.
It was absolutely perfect.
Holy fuck. Yeah. And but even I turned around and even both of them were like, my girlfriend was like, oh my god, and Zach was like, oh my god, what the fuck? He's like,
I'm a pretty hard skeptic too, and I was like floored for a couple months. And honestly, again, I think the only thing that really cleared it up for me was the shortening of the tail. If I would have just seen that, I probably would now believe in UFOs. I would 100%
because
be like, yeah, that's it.
We were talking about like weird experience we've had, and I haven't had many. Like I'm like, these UFOs are following me, or even I don't even necessarily think that the things that I've seen are UFOs. But I've seen 2 things that are crazy, and the one was that I saw like a weird light floating in the sky above Niagara Falls, which apparently is a common location for UFO sightings.
Yeah.
But that just could be because the water's all fucking gray there, and there's like a lot of crackheads and shit. You know what I mean? They're all kind of not right.
A lot of light shows around.
Yeah, like Niagara Falls itself is lit up by a giant, like they're like 200 feet above the falls, and there are these like rainbow lights that shine down on the fucking falls so that they illuminate the falls. It looks cute and shit, and fucking all the Asian people that go there for vacations can take pictures with it. Yeah, I mean, like that's what they're there
pictures
for.
On the other side of the barrier.
Yeah, exactly. They go on the other side of the barrier where
don't do that.
Don't do that. Depending on who you are, maybe you should do that. I don't know. But still, so there's lights up there, so it's possible that people are seeing like some sort of reflective something, because it's frequently above the actual falls that the sightings are. So I'm thinking that like because of the way there's a lot of mist, like like about, I'd say maybe 100 to 200 meters away from the falls, you still get misted by the falls.
Yeah, like when you're driving down the main road.
Yeah.
Past it.
So, like, going off of that, there's got to be some, like, light refraction, whatever the fuck the word is. I don't know, refraction or something like that. There's got reflection, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something maybe happening there.
When you look at light and it goes all fucked?
That thing. Yeah. Kaleidoscopes. And then, so, like, I was thinking, like, those happen. But so, I don't know. What was I even on about? Like, I was talking about... Like,
the UFOs.
Like, I don't know why the
UFOs.
Oh right. My story
about the UFOs over Niagara Falls.
I started explaining colors with. I was so stupid. Holy fuck.
There's the mushrooms for real.
Yeah. That was it. I've been looking over there at the cans. The cans are like this right now. They're all fucking whoosh. But yeah. So over the falls, I thought there was like this orb thing, but I wasn't in the falls. I was in my hometown about 20 kilometers down the road, and I could see it was in the direction of the falls. So I assumed that it might be over there, maybe over Niagara on the lake. Yeah. But it was this creepy looking orb, and it sat in the same spot. But I mean, it could have been a fucking light in the distance. I have no fucking idea. I can't explain anything. I'm stupid. Like, I'm STOOPID, stupid. And like, it's not good how stupid I am, but that was pretty creepy. And then another one was with my girlfriend. We were driving out in middle of fucking nowhere, and like this light goes, like this weird light. It's like, feels like it's like 10 feet above our fucking car. We're driving along and it's dark, and like it was like whoosh, like across like that, and it was like that. It was gone. Like it was like light speed. I've never seen anything like it. But again, I don't know what flies overhead. I don't know if a plane feels, maybe a plane. But the problem was that there was no sound. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we both were freaked out. Like, we pulled over on the side of the road. I was like, that was kind of fucked up, right? And she was like, yeah, I saw that. That was really fucked up. I mean, she could just be a really nice girlfriend and be like, yeah, I saw that, you crazy bastard. But
was there any like how close down was it? Like, was it?
It felt like it was like, I say like 10 feet above, but it really felt like it was like 50 feet. Like, you know what I mean? But like not high at all. Like it was like low. Like a plane wouldn't be flying that low unless it was crashing. You know, like
like you can tell. Like, you're like, if a plane's that low, you know that it's going down.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe the fucking, sometimes like the headlights will reflect off of something and then reflect in the windshield. I don't know if something got weird there, but it didn't. Like, we both noticed that it went into the distance. Like, it went over the trees. I don't fucking know. It could have been literally anything. That's the problem, right? Is that, like, I can sit here telling you UFO stories and you can believe them, or you can tell me to fuck myself, and that's basically the end of the story. That's you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to convince you, but that's what I saw. I don't know if it was a UFO. Like, as far as I'm aware, it was an unidentified flying object. Sure. Was it fucking alien creatures? Probably not. But I mean, it was unidentified to me. I don't know. An F-16 would be unidentified to me. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't fucking... Like,
and I mean, like, that's sort of the distinction between that UFOs just means that they're unidentified and, like...
They fly.
You just don't know...
what it is.
What it is.
It's not.
You don't necessarily mean that it's alien.
I just
mean, saying that I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, and that tripped me out.
Yeah, I can't identify, and we weren't fucking high or anything. Like, she doesn't sit around doing drugs a lot or anything. Like, she doesn't really do them at all. We apparently do. Yeah, I don't even. I know, but it sounds like we do. I keep talking about mushrooms and fucking UFOs. These people are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" But yeah, those were my UFO experience. I don't know if you've had any, but he's gonna make one up.
You can make one up right now. Honestly, no, I've never actually had like any like straight up UFO experiences. I did find it funny that somebody pointed out that like a lot of these like cryptids or like UFO like cryptid. What is that?
Yeah, cryptids.
Yeah,
like the cryptozoology guys.
Yeah, so like Sasquatch and like all that shit. Is
shit
that
that's
a lot of that?
extinct even.
A lot of that shit really cleared up once everybody had their smartphones.
Yeah, that's
which had
true.
cameras in them.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's funny that we still can't get clear pictures of them. I'm like, you think somebody would like,
And I understand taking a picture of the sky sometimes can be grainy, but like we've got perfectly good videos of like 9/11 where the fucking planes are going Mach something into the fucking side of buildings, but we don't have. It just seems unlikely.
And also, like when we all tried to take videos of the UFO that
in the sky, but it's nighttime and cameras just aren't on the phone. It just doesn't work, right? And like like Joe Rogan said, he was like, all you get when you go to the woods to find Bigfoot is a bunch of unfuckable white dudes. Like it's so true. Like every time you watch a TV show, it's this long bearded Duck Dynasty guy, and he's like, look at I saw a UFO 30 years ago, and you're like, how the fuck do you even remember all those details?
It's like the only reason that you're seeing all these animals is because you've been living out in the fucking woods by yourself for the last 30 fucking years. You're going stir crazy.
Fucking stir crazy, man.
A lot of them honestly probably are.
Like actually, it's cabin fever, man. Like it's like it's insane how many people, like none of them are like, okay, sure, some of them are like city dwellers and shit like that, and I'm sure some of them are like city folk, but like most of them are country folk who are in the depths of like these like Minnesota or like fucking Alaska. Like these are like secluded people who are fucking seeing these fucking things. You know what I mean? Like, and then everybody else, like I know there are some hot spots for UFOs, but it's like one person hears about a UFO story, and then like they, somebody gets in the newspaper about it, and then I assume that 1,000 other people, because everyone's chasing clout nowadays, is like, oh, well, I can get a story in the paper about me because I fucking saw a UFO, or I want to see if the black people in the black fucking suits will come visit me and whatever. And like, it just, I've been talking about UFOs to people forever, and no one's ever like been like these are people who are in the middle of the woods saying that the people in black suits are coming to visit them. Like I've talked about UFOs, and my smartphone listens to like what I shop for all day long, and they're not coming to get me yet. The UFOs haven't picked up, the aliens haven't picked up that I'm a UFO guy, like, but I'm not, but I've talked about them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I love to watch YouTube conspiracy documentaries in particular, especially the really long ones. If you watch the really long ones, you really get an insight into the depth of craziness, and also that I've probably been put on like at least some kind of federal watch list according to what they say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, oh, now I'm watching the truth.
Yeah, exactly. I watch people getting run over by cars all the time on YouTube, but no one's like, I'm not being like targeted for that. I don't like, no one's assuming that I'm like some killer or something. I don't know. Like, not like I'm on the dark web watching red rooms, but like, but still, I just don't, it's very unlikely, I think, that any of these guys in the middle of the woods who haven't gotten laid in fucking 35 years, who are just shooting fucking things with they have farms and all the death and despair.
Are these the guys that they're targeting? Right?
That's what I mean.
Is this the demographic that they're going for if they're UFOs? Like they travel from another fucking star or something like that.
To look at the stupidest motherfuckers on Earth.
And honestly, like, I guess like people would say like zoo theory, like that
they would
have a zoo and like all that shit.
You have to pick out the chimps and fucking put them on display, or like, they have to study the most basic of human people, I guess. But like, by now they've had to have all the information they possibly could if they've been around for as long as they say they have. On stupid people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're the smart. Like, if they've traveled from another star, then they're obviously smarter than us.
Yeah, they probably get one of them and they know how stupid everybody is. Or like
literally one. All it would take is just one alien.
Yeah, and they're like, this is the bottom line. Now we know. And we have all the information we need. Let's move on and go to smarter people.
Actually, that ties into another theory that Jesus was actually an alien.
Well, Jesus could have been an alien, and I mean, he was he might have been non-existent, which means he could have been an alien, I guess, right?
I guess.
But it's funny because I was gonna say, you never hear about rich people or like famous people saying that they got abducted, but I guess some of the theory is that like news reporters and some of the Hollywood elite are fucking reptilians and shit. So why would they get abducted?
They're
But
all
it's
working
like,
with them.
it's like maybe now this is fucking crazy, but maybe their lives are just together enough that they don't have to make up fucking UFO stories all the time to get clout or money or whatever the fuck, right? They're famous actors, so why would they? You know what I mean? Why would
Yeah.
and that's a crazy theory. I think that's probably the craziest of all the theories. I don't understand. I really don't get it. It's oh man, but yeah, so we thought we saw one. We almost joined that group of people. I almost grew a beard and moved out to the middle of nowhere.
Ready.
Yeah,
I love how all of this started with the farm talking about like death.
Yeah, death and despair.
Death and despair.
But it kind of all ties in, right? Because these fucking crazy bastards are in the middle of nowhere, just shooting shit, ripping things skin off, and fucking, you know what I mean? They're watching bugs crawl through things, eyeballs, and fucking brains falling out all the time. You know what I mean?
It's pretty horrifying sometimes.
Yeah,
the pig dying was.
Yeah. You gotta go.
That didn't happen on our trip.
Yeah. There was nothing on it, but like, so like some of those guys, they got to put multiple bullets into a fucking like a cow or something. You know, they shoot it in the head. Fucking thing's got a pea-sized brain, so you missed its fucking pea-sized brain, and then you fucking got to shoot it in the head again, and then you got to shoot it in the head again and again and again. And you're like, when does it stop? You know, like
shit gets
6 bullets. Okay, it stopped. But like. Yeah, like, so you got these people out on the fucking farm. Like, it's not all farmers, obviously, but you like a lot of these guys are out in the middle of nowhere who live, you know, off the land and live off some shit like this, and they see all this kind of crazy shit, and then they start making crazy shit up. I'd probably do the same thing too. You know what I mean? It's like Bruce Jenner per se, right? Like, he was surrounded by dominant women who ruined his life 24/7, and then he turned into a woman. It's fair. I would probably turn into a woman too if I lived with the fucking Kardashians. You know what I mean? They fucking, my God, they surpassed everything he ever did. They dominated his life entirely. They fucking told him what to do all the time. And he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm bailing. I'm just switching teams. I'm just going to be a woman. You know, it's like the same kind of theory there. You know what I mean? You just put them out in the middle of, it's like a social experiment. Like, how crazy can a person go if you just leave them to their own devices in the middle of the woods with like surrounded by shit that can kill you?
Yeah.
And killing shit that you eat, I guess. Like, it's not that hunting is going to make you go crazy. I just mean, these people watch like some like chickens, like we said, they peck each other's fucking eyes out and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so they're the guys that are seeing the UFOs. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what actor who's like who's the guy who does UFOs? Dan Aykroyd.
It was like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd's into UFOs, but like, I don't know. Dan Aykroyd also hasn't had a career in 20 years. So like, like longer probably. He hasn't had a good movie in fucking 30 years.
A lot of these guys like say they're like, I have like connections with like
Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge. Thank you. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, who from the CIA or any other governmental organization is calling Tom DeLonge?
Yeah, being like, hey, the guy who says butt-eating duck suck fuckers is the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy we want to talk to and spill all our beans.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I mean, like, it's fucking ridiculous. I watched him on Joe Rogan too, and he was like, every time he said something, he was like, oh, well, they've got like these like space programs and all this crazy shit's going on. And then Joe Rogan's like, who told you that? And he says, I can't tell you that. Yeah, of course you can't tell me that because it's not real.
Yeah, no,
like sure, I know he's done some shit. Like, I know Across the Stars has pushed some shit that's happened. Like, a lot of that, like releasing the UFO videos is because of Across the Stars, apparently.
Yeah,
but again, the Pentagon isn't saying these are space aliens. They're saying they're unidentified things to us and to anybody else, as far as we fucking know. They could be Chinese. They could be fucking Russian. They could be whatever, but we just don't identify them yet. But who fucking knows? But Tom DeLonge comes along. He's like, yeah, we've got these crazy, there's a space fucking agency and the fucking the Federation. You know what I mean? Like a Project Blue Book. I'm pretty sure like people have discounted or like debunked Project Blue Book like 600 times since they fucking have come out with that fucking theory. And like, again, you can believe in whatever you want, but when a guy comes on and tells you a bunch of information and has zero sources for it, can't tell you the sources for it, you know what I mean? Like, and they'll say like, well, a high up military commander told me. How do I know that? It could have been Travis Barker told you fucking Tom DeLonge. You know what I mean? But like,
and I mean, like, I guess that really is kind of a problem just with the audio visual medium, like you can make a documentary about anything and make it look like exactly what you want it to look like.
Like the guy who got followed by UFOs, the one on Netflix.
Oh yeah, dude, that one is bad. That one
because
is so bad.
it's so
The
blatantly
video-
stupid. He's like, I make a lot of sound. He's like Gabe from The Office. He's like, I can take one. He's like, I can take a microsecond and stretch it out to the eternity or something like that.
Yeah.
He's sitting around making synthesizer sounds. Like, you look at this guy, you're like, you're batshit insane.
Yeah, and they actually showed alleged video footage
From him.
of aliens showing up in
Oh
coming
yeah,
up to
yeah.
his house.
And it's like clearly some
Yeah,
guy in like a foam suit.
Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't even have to be that. It could have just been a fucking foam mask. It didn't even look good.
It was so
not
bad.
convincing
And
at
even-
all. And,
even-
and literally, I was also like, he like didn't. Who is leaving their video camera
Pointing
poised
at the window.
At the window.
I
Just
guess he
like
is,
at the
because-
most random shit.
because he's followed by aliens,
yeah,
right?
and so that's how the aliens
Oh
show up,
my
and that's how
God.
you convince people
Yeah.
of conspiracies.
All you have to do, if you want to see aliens, is point your camera at the window. I'm gonna do that tonight.
And actually, we're starting a new YouTube channel. That's actually the whole point of this podcast.
Yeah, that's what we're leading into. Is that we're now, it's gonna be called Across the Universe. Oh wait, that's taken, right? That's the Beatles. I don't know if we can get away with Across the Universe. Across the Sun or something. Something like really close to the Tom DeLonge thing, so that people really know we're bullshit.
I would have said like Solaris, but that's already taken.
Yeah. I mean,
Like shit.
okay, we're gonna start a bullshit company. We're gonna call it NASA. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, especially after that documentary, that was when I really started to take a note. Like, I used to believe in a lot of shit, and then I watched that one, and I was like, what the fuck? You watch a lot of his videos, and it's not that they're clearly planes. It's that, like, any camera from that distance would not be able to. You can't decipher what the fuck anything is because it's so grainy from that far away, especially on the cameras he was using. Yeah. But it's clearly a plane to me and probably to everybody else who watches them. But our friend, won't mention his name, but our friend, he's fucking nuts. But he turned me on to that a long time ago. He was like, oh, you got to watch this documentary. You know who I'm talking about. You have to watch it. It's really cool. It's really believable.
Yeah.
And it's not. I was like, you're a fucking idiot. You're silly because he's like, man, that doesn't look like CGI at all with the fucking alien in the window. And I was like, that's
honestly though, I guess it doesn't look like surgery. It wouldn't even take CGI to do it. Like
that's true. It was literally like you could have taken like a printout of
the whole practical effects of it, like the way that you can use practical effects and the way that you can make it super cheap. Like,
but it wasn't even that much. Like, it was literally like it was literally like a picture.
It's also about the way you set the whole thing up. Again, like, why do you have your fucking camera?
Yeah, like
pointed that way in the first place.
Also, even all of his UFO videos to begin with, you're always shooting the sky, and there always just so happens, and that's why he's like, oh well, they're following me. Well, that's a good excuse for you to always have thousands of UFO videos.
Yeah, and he actually did have I think there was at the time of the documentary release, he was like, I have 3,000 videos of actual UFOs following me, and I'm like,
this guy's
probably not, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking liar. He's a liar who needed money, and Netflix probably paid him $50 million to make a documentary about him.
And they were like, how do you know where he took the footage? He showed footage of military operations happening.
Yeah.
There was helicopters and all this shit, and he said it was near his house, and I was like,
maybe he's at a military base. Or near a military.
He probably lives, and that's probably why he lives there.
He's probably in Nevada or something, or
he's fucking just profiteering off of living near
a military
base, just pretending like it's holding UFOs and shit.
I never thought about that because it's just bizarre. I don't know, but that I can't believe I talked this long about the fucking. But
honestly, we've been going on for a long time. You and I could talk about UFOs forever. And
that
we're not conspiracy nuts either.
No.
We just love it. Like
I said this the other day. Like I
hilarious.
said that to somebody about something. I was like, oh no, I think it was about the vaccine. I wasn't even trying to go off about getting it or not getting it, but I'm not going to go into it. But I was saying something. I was like, I'm not conspiracy nut, and someone's like, sure, and I'm like, that does sound conspiracy nutty. Fuck. Like I wasn't even trying to say. I wasn't trying to say don't to get the vaccine because it's like bad for you. I was trying to say that like I've seen a lot of adverse effects from the vaccine, and that's why it scares me. So like that was whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, the UFO shit, that one looked pretty legit. And then he said it was a comment. I was like, that makes me feel embarrassed for the amount of mushrooms I took. It wasn't a lot. It was pretty fucking bad. Like,
yeah, because like again, like I wasn't on mushrooms, had me totally tripped out on that UFO.
Yeah, he
sighting.
was
I actually
relatively
was,
sober.
I was definitely not. Yeah, I was definitely drunk as fuck. But even then, like at the same time, I was also able to rationalize it, especially once I saw the tail get shorter. That's when I was like, okay, it's burning up in the atmosphere. So, but again, maybe it was just turning off its lights to fool us.
Yeah,
into
it probably was. I'm gonna assume that it was because I'm now a believer. And I'm gonna rethink that documentary. Oh my god.
Yeah, and then next week he'll be selling you fucking vitamin supplements and filters for your water and shit.
Want to grow your dick? Support Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton is an interdimensional child molesting vampire. All right, so I mean, enough talk about UFOs, I guess. I mean,
yeah,
I don't. It's been a long session here, but I'm gonna read some random fucking comments and questions from my Discord server, and this should be funny. Dear God. Alexi Yazin says, State of Mercury is a cunt and will fuck your mom. And that is totally true. I will fuck your mom good. If my girlfriend breaks up with me, because otherwise I'll be in big trouble. But
yeah, she
otherwise,
will not approve of that.
Yeah, otherwise I'm ready to fuck your moms, and that's
he's a motherfucker.
I'm a motherfucker, and I will fuck your mom. Really so is. Thanks for that, Alexi. Hemi, now a broccoli. Any more shower thoughts? You know, I think this was related to an anti-Semitic joke that was on my fucking Discord. So that's bad. That's bad, you know. I like, yeah. No. Can you post feet pics? And then Eddie. So that came from some
narcoleptic
cunt.
Yeah, narcoleptic cunt.
Yeah. I think I said retard and cunt on this a bunch of times already. Okay. So if I'm canceled, I'm canceled. It doesn't matter at this point.
Narcoleptic cunt.
Yeah. So narcoleptic cunt said, "Can you post feet pics?" And then Addie, one of my mods, said, "Sign his OnlyFans." I don't have it going yet, but
honestly, you should.
I'm thinking about posting State of Mercury feet pics on OnlyFans. You guys should let me know if I should do that. That would be funny. Do you like Metallica? It's not really anymore, to be honest. You guys have all fucking ruined it for me. No, I'm just kidding. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't really listen to music a lot anymore, to be honest. Like I don't. I literally spend all day stressing about the content I'm gonna put out, so that I don't even enjoy myself anymore.
Yeah.
Like I watched the bank take my car away the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, fuck, I have to pay for things, not just work on reworks all day long. Dear God. So that was fun. You know, such is life. And, but yeah, I guess they're okay. A key kicking ass comes from Goblin Satyr. I think it was Goblin Slayer or something I don't know. I just want to say Goblin Slayer. Satire? Is that how you spell satire?
No, it's not how you spell satire.
But maybe that's what you know what? Yeah. It's a little advertising trick there, you know. Satire with a Y. It's really cool sounding. Edgy.
And Goblin Satire was taken.
Right, yeah. So like it was already taken. So opinion on Megadeth. Come on, man. This is old news. Fucking Elif Boner. Because the Dave Ellefson, was that his name? Dave Ellefson? I don't even know the guy's name for Megadeth. See, there you go. That's your indicator of how much I like fucking Megadeth. I think it's Daniel. I don't even know the fucking guy's name. He showed the guy from Megadeth.
Dave Mustaine.
No, Dave Mustaine is like the guy, but there's this guy, Ellefson. I don't know. He's the bass player, I think, or former bass player. No, he is the bass player. I think you guys are going to kill me for this, but I don't know if he's the bass player or guitar player, but he showed his dick to like a like a 20-year-old girl on FaceTime or something. So that's, there's a big talk going on about that. So how many guitars you got in total? 3 at the moment.
Wait, do you still have your
3 at the moment?
Dan Electro?
Yeah. I just don't play it much. It's really not set up, and it's not good for anything.
Yeah.
it's not,
I don't have it set up, and it's not good for anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Dan Electro.
So you're never gonna get set up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The wood bridge on them. They got this wood bridge, and it bends, or like it's an aluminum bridge, but there's a piece of wood across it. And they're normally fine on other models of guitars, but these ones are just made like crap.
Yeah.
If you're gonna buy a Dan Electro, buy like the original 67, not the remastered version of the 67.
Never gonna get sponsored by Dan Electro.
Yeah. But I post their pictures, and they like my pictures, and they comment on them. Cool, but they do that for everybody. You could be a 5-year-old dipshit just posting your new guitar, and they'll be like, "Oh, cool, Dan Electro." You know what I mean? So it's not like giant clout. But I love you guys, but I wish you would make that bridge a little different. So if you do listen, there's some tip. Yeah. It's a critique. It's because I have all of the knowledge on Earth
on how to build.
Yeah, on how to build. I'm a luthier, and I know how to build guitars. So, what is the most difficult song you've ever learned? I didn't want this to turn into a Q&A, like this channel I have on my Discord. You can ask questions on my Discord. This is where I'm getting this shit from. Most difficult song you've ever learned? I don't learn difficult songs. Honestly, it's all fakery. I don't even know how to play guitar. So fuck yourself, Max. Smoke on the okay. So Eddie's a good guy when he responds to a lot of stuff that people say for me. I guess he's like the mouth of Sauron.
The mouth, he's there to speak for.
Yeah. All the staff here, they're like the eye. They're like the all-seeing eye that I have across all of the land. But Eddie is the mouth of Sauron, so he comes out and he's like, what is this? The heir to the Isildur, you know what I mean? And he's like,
got to speak in a language I understand.
There you go. Perfect. Lord of the Rings is something that he understands, So he, all I did, When are you gonna make an episode of you just screaming profanities at Bryce because it's funny? Probably never. I like Bryce. It's my fault why any tension exists there. Bryce is the other big Metallica rework guy. Oh, okay. Right now, he doesn't know much about this because I'm in a stupid niche.
I also live in
buttfuck nowhere.
The middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he doesn't have internet.
I don't have Facebook anymore.
Yeah, he got kicked off Facebook for being
they hate me
for being liberal, I think, or something like that.
Actually, amazingly, kind of
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense, right? But I like Bryce. But it's mostly my fault. Everyone knows that I'm an asshole. If you're watching this, I'm an asshole. I get mad at stupid shit. I get mad at shit I should be mad at, but I also get like way too mad at it. You know what I mean? Zach knows that. Everyone knows that. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but I do too.
But exactly. We get it from our dad. Our dad was a little explosive. But here's the thing: is as much as I love Bryce, he's my direct competition. So every once in a while, we gotta take some jabs at each other. I think, right? And we try to do it in taste, good taste.
Exactly.
But I think we both learn shit from each other, like on what we're doing. And we do talk. Like he's one of the staff members on my Discord. Like we talk pretty frequently. You know what I mean, about mixing and about all that sort of stuff. So there's no problems with Bryce. But if you guys really, really want to see me just screaming at profanities at him, let me know in the comments, and we'll get it going. We'll get fired up. But because I'm planning on having him on like this week or next week, anyways. So
I'm sure Bryce would be happy to see that, just like in jest,
Yeah, in jest, and we're good. Everything's fine with Bryce. Don't tell me to swear at him, but I know you're just. I think you're just kidding anyway.
But if not, like I don't know Bryce, but fuck Bryce.
Yeah, fuck Bryce, cunt, fucking bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You guys know where to find me: Twitter, Instagram. Twitter is Mercury_state. Instagram is state_of_mercury, State of Mercury at Facebook, YouTube, all that shit. Do you have anything you want to plug? He's on SoundCloud at Albert Street Lightning. Albert Street Lightning. You can find him. He's got this cool. It's the rainbow it's like a guy rainbow picture.
It's my face, but like rainbow.
Yeah. I will put the link down there. So he's got SoundCloud right now. He does some cool like Afro dream pop shit. No, I don't. It's like
I was actually like thinking about this earlier. I was like, how do you describe my music?
It's like
the closest thing that I've ever heard. Somebody said that my music sounds like mindless self-indulgence. Like it's like emo
dance
music.
Yeah, but like not with like the do the whole time.
Yeah.
So check him out. Check me out. I don't really know. We're on shrooms. Have a nice day and happy birthday to me.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right. Peace out.